Well, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to make our debut in the Champions League. Hello, welcome to part 56 of the Hollywood Dream, and coming up in today's episode, we will be playing our first ever Champions League fixtures of the season. Our first time ever in the Champions League, because we haven't been in there before. So we are going to be playing our games against Olympique Marseille and Astana. I was going to play the third game, but I thought I'd rather not. It's already baking in my room where I do all my videos, and we're in the middle of an absolute heat wave, so we are going to do Astana as the second game of the episode. But form since the last episode has been very, very good. Obviously, I don't know where we left off since the last episode. I think it might have been just after the Crystal Palace or just before, but if that not, but we beat Crystal Palace fairly easily. We are through to the fourth round of the Carabao Cup after beating Bournemouth, getting a fourth round tie against Chelsea. Then we did absolute annihilate Liverpool 6-1. We could beat most of the top six sides, apart from Tottenham, but we were playing Spanish in that game. But so far, we've only lost one Premier League game, which isn't bad, and only drawn one league game. So that's pretty good. So 5 games played, we are sitting fourth in the table, 3 points behind Chelsea, who we have not played yet. We won't be playing them for absolutely ages. But without further ado, I don't think we've signed any more players. That just the free signings, just casually just signing free signings in the transfer window. Haven't done any more. But let's get straight into our first Champions League game of the season against Marseille. So the lineup will be Henderson in goal. I think he's very much going to be the first choice for this year. Unless Majic dramatically improves, which at the moment I don't think he will. Here we've got a back four of Mollard, Kushnerov, Staber, McNeil, Hunter and Taylor in the midfield. Then we've got Moretti on the left, Kabangu in the middle, Muller on the right, then Isedre up front. Salia unfortunately has picked up a little bit of a knock. He's not fit to play this game. He's fit enough to be on the bench, but he has failed the fitness test, so he won't be coming onto the pitch at all. He's just basically taking part of the warm-up there, and he's just going to sit down for the rest of the game. That's the plan for him, but hopefully he should be back and fit for the second leg, ideally, if everything goes to plan and he doesn't get any other injuries. But I suspect, judging by how easy the second game is going to be, he might not play. We might play a bit of a rotated 11, but Mollard has got the ball, plays the ball to Kuznetsov. That's a great ball. Taylor, come on Mollard, this is looking very positive. Muller has the chance to cross it. He doesn't. Took a little bit too long, but we could potentially still get the ball. Marseille are passing the ball round the back quite slowly, but hopefully we can get in a tackle. Luke has got the ball. Well done, Kabangu. Brilliant siding challenge, and Moretti has got the ball. Come on, McNeil. This has got to be the opportunity we score from. McNeil, Snape. This is looking very positive. Taylor might be through on goal. What a goal it is. Joff Taylor putting the ball into the back of the net for Wrexham's first ever Champions League goal, and that goal is scored by Joff Taylor. Absolutely wonderful. It would have been even better if it was scored by one of our homegrown boys, whether that was Muller. I don't know who else is homegrown in this squad. I think Moretti is also homegrown, and obviously BE obviously is on the bench and probably will be on the bench for most games. I don't think he's going to ever be good enough to start any games. He might start a couple games here and there if we wrapped up the league title in time, but who knows. But a couple of minutes left to play of the first half. Just the one goal in it so far. Marseille haven't really been that threatening at all this game, so I'm feeling quite confident heading into the second half. So hopefully, possibly, I think a second goal should probably wrap up the game. Maybe not, because Oscar Kaluk has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-1 with 14 minutes left to play. Unless it gets disallowed. No, it hasn't. The goal has been awarded. It stands, and it is 1-1 with well over pretty much most of the second half still to play. So I reckon we can. I know we're good enough to get more than one goal. I don't mind drawing our first Champions League game. I don't know what the board exactly want from this Champions League run, but if we just finish in the playoff spots, I'll be happy. Just get through to the knockouts. That's a bonus. I don't really want to finish outside the top 24 because I do want to have a crack at trying winning the Champions League this season. And Josh Taylor is there for his second goal for Wrexham in this Champions League debut game. Absolutely superb. Right, half an hour left to play. We are going to make a couple of changes because we've got some tired players on the pitch, and we've got the European Club South American Club Challenge in literally a couple of days, which is a bit ridiculous. We're playing on a Tuesday. That game's on a Thursday. Absolutely mental. Right, Sheehan is going to come on to that right hand side. Josh Taylor is going to make way for. We'll get on. We'll get on Tom Bishop. We'll put Hunter into the Mazzala role, and I think we'll also get off Mollard for Ezra Carrington. With half an hour left to play, just the one goal in front. We could do with a third goal just to get that 2-goal lead. Beretti, Bishop, that could have been a third goal. That should have been, but we still got the ball with Kuzhinov at the back end. The highlight does abruptly end. That's very unfortunate because I did think we were going to get a third goal from that highlight, but 15 minutes left to play. Still the one goal in lead, still 2-1 up. But obviously, Marseille, apart from that one goal, they haven't really been that great. I'm feeling quite confident that we are just going to wrap up the 3 points unless they get an equaliser here. Guri, Gluck, as he missed there, was in a corner. I presume he's probably hit the woodwork from about 3-4 yards out. I don't really know how that's possible, right? Final substitution, or final two, I should say. Kabangu is going to make way for Montserrat, and I think we will. Let's get off McNeil for Beha. Talby still returning from injury, but not definitely not fit enough to come on. But we might be fit enough for the second leg. Who knows? I mean, second match, not second leg. We haven't got that far yet, but that's a good start to this season's Champions League run. Obviously, I imagine we've got a few more. At least a couple more difficult games. I can't really remember who we played in this league phase. I'm sure we faced like some teams like Juventus and possibly Real Madrid, but that's to be confirmed. So obviously we've got a couple games off camera against second the European South American Club Challenge. Hopefully that is a pretty simple win. Don't really know much about Cruzeiro. Hopefully Wolves again is another win, a win which might potentially take us top of the league, which would absolutely be fantastic. But coming up will be our second Champions League game of the episode, which will be against Astana. Well, we have won our first trophy of the season. We did successfully beat Cruzeiro 3-0 with the goals coming from Isidre, Tom Bishop, who scored a penalty, and the final goal coming from Yano Montserrat. So 3-0. So that wins us the European South American Club Challenge. Very good. I don't know if the board wanted us to win that. Well, they did. They're not judging it, but they said win the European Challenge. So that's very good. But we won it. Still a trophy. And then unfortunately, we did draw against Wolves. But my excuse is we just played Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So it's a bit unfair, if you know what I mean. Very unfair. I wonder what Pep Guardiola would have to say about that. It'll be absolutely raging. But we do, as a result of that, we do drop down into 6th. It's not the worst position, but obviously Chelsea and Tottenham are still yet to play, but that doesn't really affect where we're going to be. So hopefully Chelsea and Tottenham, I presume they're playing each other. If they are, that's very lucky. So hopefully they draw each other and it's still like a 3-point gap. But at the moment, it is a 2-point gap. So the lineup for our match against Astana, whether they're any good or not, I do not know. It will be Henderson in goal. I'm not risking it by playing Smajic. I'm not going to risk it that much. And then we've got back for Mollard, Kuznetsov, Snape, McNeil, Hunter and Taylor in the midfield. Then we've got Muller on the right, Kabangu in the middle, Moretti on the left. Then we've got Sarnia finally fit enough to start. The past 2 games he has actually come off the bench. Hasn't scored yet, but he will get his goal eventually. I'm hopeful. I reckon it's going to come in this game. I reckon this game should be quite simple. I don't know how good these lot are, whether they're the best team in their whatever country they play in. I presume maybe like Ukraine, I want to say it like that, or it could be some obscure country like Cyprus. I very much doubt that would be it, but it's probably some weird country I've never even heard of. Hunter Taylor, that's a great goal. That is Josh Taylor's 3rd goal of the Champions League campaign. At the moment, he's going to be top scorer of the Champions League at this rate. If he carries on scoring like this, getting a goal a game, that is absolutely superb. Right, where are Astana? Kazakhstan, really? How the hell did they get into the Champions League? I mean, they beat Shakhtar to get into the Champions League first round playoff. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They lost their first league phase game against Aston Villa. Only narrowly, I think it said. Whether it might have been narrow, it might have been a big defeat. I wasn't really paying attention. And we have got a penalty. We have the chance to go 2-0 up inside 10 minutes. That would be the dream start to any Champions League game, whether it's an easy game like this game or whether it's a difficult game like Uno's against PSG or Juventus, whoever we're playing in this league phase. Kabangu steps up, puts the ball into the back of the net. I've got a feeling we're going to see a lot of goals this game, and I mean a lot of them. We're talking at least 5 or 6, maybe even more than that, maybe 8 or 9 or 10. That would be absolutely lovely. But in terms of the video and keeping this match quite as short as possible, I'm hoping for not a lot of goals. I'm hoping at least 2-3 goals each half. We've already got 2. If we go the rest of this half without scoring a goal, that is fine by me. Because quite frankly, I think the victory is all wrapped up. Hunter, Kabangu with the strike. I think he clips the top of a crossbar. He was very close to finding the back of the net for the 2nd time of the game, but very unfortunate. But 25 minutes into the game, we're the only team in it. Astana, they've not got out of the blocks. They haven't had a shot on target or shot on goal even. They haven't even had a shot. That is how good, how relentless we are. McNeil has the chance to cross it back to Hunter. Kabangu, come on, let's put the ball into the box. McNeil, Moretti with the strike. Did that not take a deflection? No, it must have been a very high shot. He was leaning back. Don't lean back. If you lean back, it's just going to go over the top of a crossbar. Lean forward, it might have a chance of going into the back of the net. It certainly won't go up that high over the top of a crossbar. Come on, brother Mollard. Good header. Very good header. Muller. Back to Kuznetsov. Come on, Muller. Let's get the ball into the box, please. Mollard has the chance to cross it. He does. That is poor. That is poor. At least get it. They've got a Cedre up front. I wonder if he's any good. Probably no. Mollard. Come on. That was very unfortunate. Mollard. Muller. Come on. Put the ball across for goal. Yes. Yeah. Oh my god. That's one of the worst goals ever. It's a shot, but it's just tapping. He literally just tapped it with his foot, and it's enough to make it go into the back of the net to make it 3-0. Let's take a look at this goal again. Because that is like, it's not, it's more like a tackle, like a standing tackle. He just tapped it, didn't he? Just a toe poke, I guess. But we're winning 3-0. I'm not going to complain about the goal. A goal was a goal in my books, but it was a pretty rubbish goal to score. And Josh Taylor has got his 4th goal of the Champions League. That's 4 goals in 2 games. That is absolutely ridiculous. But if he carries on this goal scoring record, getting 2 goals in each Champions League game, he will finish the league phase with 16 goals. And that is probably enough to win the Champions League Golden Boot alone, I presume. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know who won the Golden Boot last year, how many goals they scored. I presume probably less than 10, but that might be enough. Moretti has got the ball, puts the ball across goal for Sardia, but couldn't get it into the back of the net. Was on target, but it was a very tame effort. And Astana have got the ball. Are they going to have their first shot on goal? I don't think they have. They might have had it, but that certainly was not one of them. Moretti has the shot. I think that was driven just narrowly wide of the goal, but the goalkeeper didn't take any chances. Puts the ball out for a corner. Muller, Hunter, doing a short pervert corner, and it's going to work. And guys, Kabangu may have just taken a goal off Josh Taylor by a deflection. That's absolutely, it's ridiculous. I thought that was going to be a third goal for Josh Taylor, but it looks like it did take I presume it took a deflection. Let's have a look. That's painful for Josh Taylor. Should have been his 5th goal in the Champions League, but it just takes a slight deflection off Kabangu. Whether or not Josh Taylor's shot was off target, I guess we'll never know. But it's another goal for Kabangu. I think that's his 2nd goal of the game. We are playing ever so well. I mean, Josh Taylor, probably by far, probably not good enough to get man of the match because Kabangu is averaging a 9.6. Hunter has got the ball. Taylor, that's his hat-trick, and he puts it in with style. Absolutely superb. That's his 5th goal in the Champions League now. Absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous. I mean, I knew Astana was going to be an easy game, but I didn't realise it was going to be this easy. If it was going to be this easy, I would have played the Monaco game. Right, Kabangu is going to make way for Yano Montserrat. Josh Taylor, you've been absolutely superb, but you are absolutely shattered. So we are going to get on Tom Bischoff. Mollard, again, another player who is absolutely shattered. So Carrington is going to come on. I think we'll probably give Salia another 10 minutes just to see if he can get his first goal of his Champions League campaign. Bischoff with the strike. Unfortunately, I think he just hit the wrong side of the post, and Kuzinov has got the ball. Could this be a 7th goal? I'm praying for a Sadia goal before he gets taken off. Moretti has got the ball. He shoots. Sadia has put it wide. That injury might have ruined him. He is going to make Rally now because he is starting to tire. So Isidre is going to come on, and I think for the final change we are going to get on Leandro B. He can come on for Erasmus name for the final 15 minutes. That's all he's going to play in the Champions League. He won't play any other minutes unless we're winning quite comfortably like this. Bischoff whips in the corner. It's not a bad delivery. Montserrat on the edge of the box. That could have been a goal. That should have been. If it was to the left of the goal a little bit, I reckon that could have been in the back of the net. But in all honesty, it doesn't really matter that we missed the chance. We're 6-0 up. Astana, I don't know if they've had a shot on goal yet. Isidre, oh my god. How is that not 7? I think Astana have actually had 5 shots on the target. Better than I thought. I thought they only had like 1 or 2 chances, none on target. But at least they've got a shot on target. That's something they could be proud of and take into their next game, whoever they're against. Bischoff, Montserrat. Oh my god, he hit the post again. I think on another day and another game, we might be at least 8 or 9-0 up because we've had so many close chances that just either hit the woodwork or it's been a good save from the Astana goalkeeper. Muller has the chance to put it across goal. Are we going to have another penalty? We're not, unfortunately. I thought that was going to be certainly that was going to go to VAR, but it looked like it was a pretty clean challenge from the Astana centre-back, and Brave has got the ball. He goes through a goal, but thankfully puts it wide of the goal, and they do have a goal kick. They are going to whip upfield straight to Kuzinov. Fantastic. Back to Edson. Let's just get the ball upfield. Hopefully we can just hold on to this clean sheet. I don't really want to concede a goal. Not today, because we've been playing so well. The defence has not really have much to do, but hopefully they can keep a clean sheet, which would be absolutely fantastic. Montserrat, McNeil, come on, cross it, Hunter, Moretti, go on, Bischoff puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 7-0 with 3 minutes left of our second Champions League game against Astana. Absolutely superb. Where does this leave us in the table? I thought, what a block that is. That is a goal line clearance if ever I've seen one. Absolutely superb. I've never seen so many reds in the team. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players averaging under a 6.0. Their highest average rating was their goalkeeper. He conceded 7 goals and he was the highest average rated player. That's absolutely ridiculous. That is very good. Very good result. 7-0 winner against probably will be our easiest Champions League opposition we will probably face in this league phase. I reckon we are sitting quite comfortably top of the, we're not top of that league, but we are top of the league phase. But who do we have left? Who do we play against? Obviously Monaco. I think I'm probably just going to play that game off camera, but I have seen a pretty tasty tie which will be coming up in tomorrow's episode, and that will be Real Madrid and Lazio. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.